Okay, so hi guys, it's Roxy. I was coming to you because I'm not going to do a 7-month update because I am in my 7 months, but I will show you my progress really quick, but not go into detail because nothing really has changed much from 6 months. Um, this is my length, a little bit past my eyebrow. Again, I hit 7 months on the 23rd of May. And today, I believe, is the 31st of May. So I was just going to take this opportunity because it is my 7 month to do the lock tag, the 20-question lock tag. I feel that I'm deep enough in it to answer those questions. And 7 is the number of completion. So I'm really happy I got here and make it quick and simple. Here we go. 1. Do you remember the specific moment you decided you were going to dread your hair? Where were you and how did you feel? I believe I was young when the thought first crossed my mind. But when I decided I wanted to lock my hair, I was 19. And I'm 28 now. I'll be 29 next month. But so 10 years ago was my first thought that I want to do this. But I had permed hair at the time, and my hair was probably about, at that time, yeah, my hair probably was about this length at that time. And I didn't want to do the lock extensions. And I didn't want to cut all my hair off and start. So mature-wise, I wasn't ready for it. I tried to go the route of just not perming it anymore and just letting the perm grow out, which wasn't hard because the grade of hair I have, I don't have to get it straightened too often with relaxers when I did do it. But anyways, I was 19 when the thought first hit my mind. What made me to decide to lock it and just go with it was in October. I had a baby fro, it was probably about this long, and something just was like, just go ahead and do it now, because I had been through all the phases, all the different haircuts, and I just got the lock gel and the clips because my boyfriend, he's locked, so the stuff was already here. I made a few phone calls to get not really confirmation but advice on size and how to go about starting them, and how I felt. I was proud of myself that I just took that leap and that commitment and just did it. So October 2013 on the 23rd is when that specific moment hit me. Go ahead and do it. And I did. Okay. Number 2. What method, if any, did you use to start your dreadlocks? I just twisted it like this. Really. That's all I did. I didn't do the comb coil. I didn't do the 2-strand start. I started from the back and I grabbed the amount of hair that I felt was pretty thick. Again, at that time my hair was like just this long when I started. So I really didn't have much to work with. So I just grabbed around where I felt like the part would be good enough, good dense amount. And I just started twisting it with the gel and then clipped it. And that's the way I've maintained it this whole time. Just twisting like you just twist your hair. And we got here. So I don't know what method that is called, but I just twisted it. 3. How old are your dreadlocks? As I said, they're 7 months and a week. What is the length of your longest and your shortest dreads? I really don't think that I'm long enough to determine that. Because of course the ones in the front, like this one seems pretty long to me, but it's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to this one. They're about the same length. They're just in different spots. So I can't really determine that yet. All right, number 5. Do you have any dreads that are especially unique, strange, or awesome? I feel they all are unique in their own way. They're all strange depending on who looks at it, and they're all unique to me because nobody else has the exact size, the exact number, the exact number possibly, but them looking like mine's, no. So they're all unique to me. I do have one that is the biggest of all of them, and it's right at the top of my head. I don't know in this light if you could see it, but it's pretty thick. And I named that one Big Dude. If you watch my videos, you know that this one is Bessie because it's just, she does what she wants to. Like you can see, it's fighting now, and it doesn't really want to stay curled. So that one, I often have to just curl it and just leave it so it doesn't get unruly. And that's named after my great grandma. And then this big one here is a Big Dude, named after my granddaddy, who passed. So rest in peace to both of them. You see how big it is, though? Let me see. It's pretty thick compared to the others. So that one is the unique one out of the bunch to me. How many dreads do you have currently? Number 6 question. Currently, I have 54. And number 7. Well, a second part to number 6. Is that the same number you started with? No, I started with 52. But I had to split 2 of them because, again, when I started, I was this long. So being that this lock is thick, this thick one was actually thicker when I first started, a little bit thicker. And I pulled that apart and made this thinner one that's right beside it. And then another one up in here, I believe it's like up in the front. I split that one too because it was pretty thick. So I started off with 52. I currently have 54. Number 7, what shampoo or other products do you use on your dreads? I'm not going to put a specific on that answer because I'm still learning as I go along what I like the most. But I have used the Jamaican Mango and Lime, of course. That one wasn't bad to me. I cut that. I didn't do it full on. 50-50 with water. And then now I've been using the Shea Moisture black soap one. And I cut that one as well, 50-50 water. I like both of them, but the one I feel gets my hair cleaner is the Shea Moisture black soap shampoo. And for twisting, I use whatever's in there. Like I said, my boyfriend has locks, so he already had the, the one with the purple top. I can't think of the name right now that everybody, uses. We got that one. I got the, what's the name of it? Talia Wajid. And I have used the Jamaican Mango and Lime as well. I'm not going to put a specific on it for real. What I do is I'll just grab whatever I feel like grabbing at the time. So I've also used aloe vera gel and lemon juice mixed up too to twist before. Shea butter once. I didn't like the shea butter. So I'm not going to put a specific on that one too. I might do this question again at my 1 year mark where I'm more stern into what I'm doing, and then we'll see. So number 8, how often do you wash your dreads? Now I wash them whenever they feel dirty or whenever I see it's itching a lot and maybe some dandruff is surfacing. But before I would do it once a month, and even then, since I first started, whenever I felt like I wanted to wash it, I just did it. If it came loose, it came loose. I just twist them back together. Now they don't come loose. So, like, for example, this past 30 days, I've probably washed my hair 3 times. It just depends. Number 9, do you do any regular maintenance? That goes back to the question we just left. No. If I feel like it needs to be washed, I wash it. If I feel like it needs to be twisted, I'll twist it. If I feel like I don't want to wash it, but it needs to be a little bit tightened, then I'll spray it with water and some oil and then twist it that way and clip it instead of doing a full wash. So it's just however I'm feeling. Number 10, what are your favorite beads or decorations? I don't have any favorites yet. I have only worn 2 decorations, which were both lock jewelry that I made myself. I don't wear them often just because they're made out of like a copper material, so they kind of don't really match with everything that I wear. I wear a lot of dark clothing, so it doesn't really match all the time. But I don't have any favorites yet. Okay, let me see, where am I at? Number 11. If your dreads had their own personal motto, what would it be? Keep it cute. That would be their motto. Keep it cute. That's always been my whole thing. Like, through every stage, through every length that I've been so far, I just like to keep it cute. Because I'm cute. I mean, what? Just keep it cute. That's their motto. Number 12. You could start a new set of dreads. Would you do anything differently? Physically, no. The size that they are, the girth that they are, the parts, everything are perfect. I didn't want perfect parts. I didn't want squares. I didn't want triangles. I didn't want rectangles. I just wanted whatever felt good in my hands to be what I twisted. They're perfect to me. Mentally, what I would change is my patience from jump. Because there was a few times where I was just like, I can't do this. They're not going to lock. They're not going to lock as fast as I would like them to. Because I have an issue with patience. So it is working and helping me along the way. But mentally, I just would go in it a little bit more confident that I would get here. That's the only thing I would change. 13. Is there anything else unique about your appearance besides your dreadlocks, tattoos, piercings, etc.? Yeah. I mean, I'm Roxy. Yeah, I have tattoos all over. I'm a tattoo artist. I believe 89 tattoos. I think it's 89. I have 89 tattoos. And then I have 4 piercings in each ear. I also have a septum ring, which is tucked up right now because we're having some issues. And that's gauged up to a 10. So it's not even the average little, thin gauge you start with. I've gauged it 4 times now. So it's pretty thick. But, so that's tucked up. In other videos you might have seen it. Yeah, so my appearance before the dreads was already out there. Like you see, I have, tattoos everywhere. Okay, number 14. How many people do you know personally with dreadlocks? I can't even count. I feel so blessed to be around so many people that have them. I think they're just beautiful anyways. I've always thought that. So I have a lot of friends, a lot of acquaintances, a lot of family members. I have about 3 or 4 family members, close relatives that have them. My cousin actually is going through her lock journey with me at the same time. She is, I believe, 11 months in. Hey, Kenya. Yeah, I got a lot of people around me. My boyfriend, like I said, he's like 12 or 13 years in with his locks, so they're really long. I know a lot of people with them. Number 15. Have any employers turned you down for dreads? No, because I'm my own boss. I work for myself. So since I've had my locks, I haven't had to try to apply in the future. I don't know what that holds for me. So, but my whole thing is with my appearance, I've always had tattoos and piercings and stuff anyway. So since I've gotten out of that whole employer, I'm just like a rebellious person anyway. So if I work somewhere and they have things like, oh, your hair has to be this, I don't want to work for them. If they have things where, oh, you have these piercings, we can hire you, fine, but you have to take them out when you get to work, I'll take the job and then go to work with the piercing and just continue to get written up for it every day, like, because I won't take it out. Tattoos, oh, we'll hire you. You have those, but you'll have to wear long sleeves or whatever. I don't even want the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got to do all that because of my preference and how I want to be in the world, I don't want to work for you. Like, I just want to be comfortable. So no, to that question, I haven't had that issue, and I won't have that issue in the future, because if I do, it won't be an issue for me. It's a no-brainer. I'm like, oh, okay. You can't help me, I can't help you. All right, number 16. What's the weirdest question you've gotten about your dreads? Dumbest, funniest, most common question. I don't think I've been in it that long yet to have that issue. I have had someone ask me if I locked up just because my boyfriend was locked up. That's a question that, you know, some people might ask because they don't know me, but they know him, so maybe they thought that. But the answer to that is no. It's the plus that he has them. But I loved dreads before I loved him, so. And then I had somebody ask me, how long does it take to twist it? I don't really think that's a dumb question or a weird question either. When I have gotten that question, I'm not sure how to answer it. I'm not sure if it's a question like, does it take you that long to twist it when you retwist? Or how long did it take you to twist it the very first time? So when they ask me, I'm like, 30 minutes. Because it's 30 minutes to retwist it, and then it's 30 minutes when I first started, I think it was like, it took me like an hour. Either way, I don't know, y'all. Have you ever had a freak accident or embarrassing moment involving your dreads? Number 17. No. And I hope I don't. I don't really care much for embarrassment anyway. Like, I don't get embarrassed like that. So, I don't think that would ever happen. It'd probably be a situation where I would laugh but not be embarrassed. I'm still thinking on that to make sure that I haven't had anything embarrassing. No. 18. Do you have any dreaded role models? If so, who? My very first dread role model was my brother's father when I was younger. I don't even remember how old I was when he started locking. I might have been about 10, I think. I don't think I was younger than that. But he started locking up then, and that's my first real life experience with dreads. Like being near somebody with them that I knew. So that would be my role model. He still locks to this day. And of course, Bob Marley. I love his dreads. Every picture that I've seen of Bob Marley, regardless of what stage he was in, whether it was the short stage where it wasn't quite locked yet, or the long stage where it's mature, I've loved every photo of his. So yeah, Bob Marley. Another one, my role model for my size though is Narissa Irving. And what's crazy is the night that I locked my hair, I went online to like do some research of the sizes, like through Sister Locs, you know, the average size, the thicker locks. Like I was going through Google trying to find pictures of the exact size that jumped out at me, and I kept picking pictures of Narissa Irving. Like, even if you're watching this, Narissa, it's a picture of you on Google where you're younger apparently, because your locks aren't that long. They're like maybe waist length, and you have on like a peacoat jacket and a hat. And your locks look like they were about a little bit thicker than mine, but they were really long. I saved that picture to my phone, and I was like, that's the size I want. So my role model for my size of my locks is her. And that was before I even knew who she was. And when I found out that was her at a younger age, I was like, wow, that's crazy. All right, I'm going to wrap it up, though. So, number 19, what dreaded YouTubers could you see yourself hanging out with? I'm pretty cool and I get along with everybody. So I don't really want to narrow it down because I'm still early in, YouTubing for lockers. But Nyoka Lanubian, I hope I said it right. She has a channel, and I feel like she's my style of hangout person because like she wears like the glasses. That's my thing. She hula hoops. Like she's just different, and that's me. And like her videos really intrigue me. The size of her locks. Like she just seems like a real cool person. Brittany O'Lange or Lange, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Her as well. I watched her videos a lot when I was in my early months, like my 1 through 4 month stages. She's pretty cool. And then I found out that she lives in VA like me. So I thought like that's cool. I could see myself hanging with her. And oh yeah, Nyoka Lanubian, her name is Talisa. So if you're watching this, hey, see you guys too. But again, I don't want to just narrow it down. So anybody, because I can hang with anybody. And number 20, who are you going to tag? I'm going to tag anybody who's watching this video. If I'm the first lock tag question video you've seen, then go for it. Peace, like, and subscribe.